Hey everyone, so in this video, I'll be showing you some niches that can make you well over $5,000 a month, even $10,000 a month with KDP. Super easy to get into, so you're definitely going to want to check out the entire video because you do not want to miss anything. So let's get started with a niche you may have heard of before, but let me show you the numbers so you get an idea how much money you can make by just trading one book. So let's look at Unicorn Notebook. So I just typed Unicorn Notebook into Amazon, and all these books come up. Look at this bestsellers rank, 5,560. This is amazing. So I already opened it up on another page because I wanted to get a better look at it. It's being sold for $6.95. It's a journal and sketchbook, so really simple to make, and it's traded by someone who has KDP, so definitely possibility for you. So let's type in 5,560 into a KDP sales calculator. So there's two different ones you can use. You can use this one here, and it tells you the amount of sales per month and the sales per day. Or you can use this one, which also shows you royalties. So we're going to stick with this one, but I just want to show you that this is an option. So moving on here, I typed in all the information already. So this estimated has a sale of 40 per day, which is $1,200 per month. Like, that's incredible just for a notebook. That'll probably take you like an hour or so. This one was a sketchbook as well, so maybe a little longer. And the estimated royalties are about $2,500 a month. So that's amazing. And that's from one book. So if you just traded a few of these books, then you'll easily be over $10,000. Like, this is honestly a great niche to get into. So looking at another one as well, this one here is just a plain sketchbook. Same thing, created by someone who does KDP. And it has a pretty good bestsellers rank. It has 24,688, and it has 108 pages. So let's type that in here. And let me just scroll down. 24,688. Here we go. And let's do 108 pages, and it's for sale for $4.99. So this one says they're making $300 a month, even though they have a low BSR, but an easy way to fix that is you could honestly just up your price. Do it like $8.99 or $9.99 or even $10.99, and now you're making $600 or $1,600 a month. So that's pretty simple. So I'm going to X out of those two, or I'll just X out of one of them, and let's move on to this book here. Now, this book was actually ranking number 6 at one point. This is a line journal. The title or the cover says "My Thoughts on How to Be Better Each and Every Day." So literally this could take you like 15 minutes to make. All you have to do is make a notebook just like this, and you'll be making all of this money. So let me scroll down and see what the rank currently is, 576. So let's go ahead and estimate how much money this book is making. So this book is estimated to be making $6,400. And I just want to see, like, if we change it to range 6, because that's where it was at for a short amount of time, $80,000 a month. Guys, from like a notebook, a simple notebook. Like, you need to be creating notebooks like this every single day if you want to succeed with KDP. So that's how you can make $10,000 plus a month with KDP. Super simple. Like, all you have to do is spend a few minutes on a notebook and go in these niches that already are having bestsellers, and you'll be good to go. Okay, guys, I am kidding. I really hope everybody waits until this part of the video, because the whole point of this video is I want to tell you to stop watching YouTube videos like that. Stop clicking on the ones that say you can make $10,000 plus a month in this niche, and all you have to do is trade a few notebooks and you make money with KDP. Like, stop. Everything I said before this point, do not listen to a word I said, because all of that is just not true. Not true at all. And I'm going to explain exactly why. So I really hope you all stay to this part of the video, or I'm probably going to get some pretty angry comments and people unsubscribing. But the whole point of this video is to get you out of that mindset of clicking on those videos and kind of falling for that trap. Like, oh, all I have to do is this and whatnot. Like, that is not true. Like, no one's going to be giving you niches that are gold. Like, there are people out there who will give niches that are good to get into, but nobody's going to be giving you the exact niche and book to create to make you tens of $1,000s a month, because they would just do it themselves. and maybe there's a random 1% out there that will do that. I've yet to find their YouTube channel, so if you did, please let me know. I personally will give you niche ideas like topics and stuff, but I won't do all the niche research for you and give you all of that information because that's just so much work. And if I find something that is worthwhile, I'm going to create it myself. And if I tell all of you, then it's just going to be competitive. But I'll definitely give you guys ideas. But this is specifically for those videos that go over just like how I did in the beginning. Stop clicking on them, stop listening to them. So, first of all, let's look at Unicorn Notebook. Let's look at the score here. It has a score of 24. 24, that's really, really low. It has not that bad search results, like 4,000. Bunch of independently published. Average BSR is around 200,000. So all of that is kind of good. But if you look at the books, like these have been around for a while. 2019. The other one was 2020. You definitely need to run ads. Like this person published in 2022 and they're running ads and their BSR is 1.8 million. Like this is so saturated, this niche here. And maybe if you dug and really niche down, you potentially could find a unicorn book to make that would sell and do well without ads. But most of the time you're going to need ads, and it's insanely competitive. Like it's so hard of a niche to get into. If you create a unicorn notebook, which I did when I started, it's most likely never going to sell. So not something to really get into. Don't trust people's YouTube videos just because they tell you to do it. Go and do the research for yourself. And I know we're all learning here. I've made mistakes, but it's just I get so tired of seeing those videos and they have like 100,000 views, and I'm like, why? And then all of a sudden you have like over, I don't even know, like over 1,000 brand new unicorn notebooks because people think they're going to be rich overnight. KDP is not a get rich quick thing. I mean, yes, again, there's like the 1% where a book takes off and whatever, but like awesome for them. But most of the time, it's going to take a lot of effort and research and education to become successful with KDP. So, this book was published back in 2019 and it has over 3,000 ratings. Your brand new book is not going to compete with this right off the bat. So, please just stop listening to those videos. And now I want to move on to this one. And I included it because this is a rare case, is what at least I look at it as. And you can actually check out her YouTube channel. She kind of explains what happened with this book, why it took off, her theories, and the facts about it. And then she also is going to be showing us her income report coming up. That's what she said in her most recent video. So I think that would be amazing. I really wish she had it up already because then we could compare to this calculator that said she would have had when she was at like rank 6, like $80,000 a month. Now, maybe I'll be proven wrong. Maybe she should make $80,000, but I don't think so. My history with the KDP book sales calculators, going off of my own BSR ranks, is that they are wildly inaccurate and usually way more than they're supposed to be. So that's kind of my other tip here, is don't trust these calculators. That's my own personal opinion. I've tested it out with my own books and it's never accurate. It's always way more than I'm actually making, and it kind of just gives like false hope to me. So I don't recommend using the calculators. And I mean, that's kind of where I'm at. They all give me something different. Some of them have a lot more sales. Like this calculator says 40 for 1 day sale. I looked at another calculator and it said 20 for the same exact thing. So they're all different. And I honestly don't really think they're accurate either. So I'm just going to X out of those. But this book here in particular, I think is one of those things where the Amazon algorithm picked it up and it just took off. Like the cover is very simple, it is appealing, and it's a nice notebook, but majority of the time books like this are not going to sell. She published this in November 25th, 2021, and this just took off a few weeks ago. And that's because Amazon put it on promotion for 91 cents. So tons of people bought this book at 91 cents, and then they rated it or reviewed it, and then Amazon put the price back to $6.99, but it still has the same BSR rank. So now this book is most likely going to continue to sell because of how the popularity from Amazon's promotion. So this is a one-off, like 1% kind of case, in my opinion, from my experience. This is not, oh my goodness, if I don't create this exact book or notebooks like this, it's going to take off. Like, I'm not saying don't try. You can try, but I'm tired of the videos that give people these impressions that they create a notebook or two and they're making thousands of dollars. I mean, when I first started, I kind of thought that same thing. I was like, oh my goodness, like, I'm going to create a notebook. It's going to sell. It's going to be great. Like, nobody goes over all of the other details, like the titles and the keywords and the description and the categories and the quality of your cover, the quality of your interior, and like there is the pricing. There's so many things that go into why a book sells, and I'm so tired of people falling for these videos that say make $10,000 a month in this niche, and the niche is something that they're most likely not going to make even a sale in, because either it's extremely saturated, highly competitive, or it's just one of those niches like this book here, that it's very incredibly hard for this to ever happen. To have a book like this ranked in the top 10 is very hard, and it's very impressive that she had this done, and I am so happy for her, and I wish her all of the success. But I'm showing you this because I don't want anybody to twist this and convince you that you could just create some books like this and the same thing will happen. I don't think there's something you could do to make this happen. I don't think there's a way to encourage Amazon to put your book on promotion and promote it like that for you, like on purpose. I think that sometimes your book catches the algorithm and you have just the right words and just the right amount of sales, and that it works out. I don't think we can all go publish a book just like this and become on the bestsellers chart. So I know this video might really irritate some people, and I might not have some popular opinions, and those that didn't watch past the 4-minute mark are probably out there creating unicorn notebooks, and I do feel a bit bad about that. But I mean, this is another reason to just watch all of the videos, because you have no idea what is going to change throughout the video. And I really want what's best for you guys. And I don't want people starting KDP and then quitting because they don't find success. And that is like a huge problem, is that people are led to believe this is a get rich quick thing, that they're just going to submit a book or a coloring book or whatnot, and they're going to become rich overnight. Like, if it was that easy, then every single person in the world would be doing it. And it's not. And I know there's some people who are very successful off of 1 or 2 books. I'm not talking about those people. I'm talking about the majority of us who spend months and years trying to just make enough money to cover a bill from KDP, and who work all the way up to, hopefully making 4 figures, 5 figures, 6 figures, etc. Talking about those people, the ones that really put in all the time and effort, and I just don't want those people to quit before they even get started. It's really heartbreaking when people are like, oh, like, I followed this person, I created a notebook, it didn't sell, like, KDP is like a scam, and I hate it, and like, I'm never doing it, like, it doesn't work. And it's like, no, like this actually requires work and requires research and education, and it's an amazing business opportunity. And I really wish people weren't steered in the wrong direction. I wish there was more context on these videos. Like, if you're not experienced or knowledgeable at KDP, then it is so easy to fall into these traps and fall into like these things here. And I'm not saying like every YouTuber does this. There's plenty of YouTubers I know that have thumbnails like that actually go over the detail. But if you're watching this video, then hopefully you know what I'm talking about. And I'm not calling anybody out. I couldn't even name somebody if I tried. I just have seen these videos, I've watched them, I've listened to them, and I just felt like I had to do a video on this because it has been bothering me so much that people just go out and do it and then they give KDP a bad name. So please do your research. Please don't just trust every single YouTube video that a niche is amazing and everything like that. Do your own niche research, and don't trust these calculators. I mean, I'm very interested to see how much money she made off of that notebook, and we'll see, I guess, how kind of accurate this is. But I think because the BSR range changes every day, that is very hard to actually gauge how much the book is going to make and how many sales are going to happen. It just changes so much. I'm not sure it's possible for these to be accurate. I know, again, that's probably an unpopular opinion, but that's how I feel about it. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope it kind of was eye-opening. I hope I didn't upset too many people. I am truly trying to help and trying to just stop people from having heartache or frustration. I want people to continue with KDP and really try their best in it and work on their business. I don't want people to quit after a month because they made a few notebooks and they didn't sell, because this KDP business is a journey and this is going to take time and effort. And I know that everybody can do it. And I know it's really hard at times. Trust me, I know. I've thought about quitting before, but the more you do it and the more consistent you are, the better you're going to get and the more results you're going to see. I would rather work very hard at KDP for 5 years and have a constant passive income of 4 figures every month or more, rather than work on it for a few months and then settle. Because in 5 years, if I could retire, that would be amazing, rather than waiting an extra 50 plus years to retire. So I hope you found some value in this video. I appreciate all of the support so much. Thank you very much for watching and listening to this video, and I hope that you have a great day.